Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I really wanted to sit down and try some new Colourpop. I get sent so many PR packages from Colourpop and it has been a while since I've sat down and tried to go through the new stuff, and it's been like a few months, I feel like, or maybe just a couple of months. I don't really know, but Colourpop packages have piled up like crazy in my basement. So I figured that I would kind of take you guys in there and we could look through everything and see if there's anything that catches my eye. There's no way that I would be able to try everything out. So let's just see what stands out. I'm wanting to pull things from different collections that just resonate with me or that I'm excited about, and we're gonna try a few new Colourpop things and see if there's anything good that we can find. So let's go over into my basement area and I will show you guys all the boxes. I wasn't joking when I said there were so many collections that I hadn't tried. Look at this, you guys. This is within like the last couple of months, I believe. All of these collections have launched. I haven't had a chance to dip into anything. So obviously it would be impossible for me to try everything. So I'm just gonna go collection by collection and kind of choose the things that really stick out to me. Out of all the palettes, I'm really intrigued by this one. I just really like the color scheme and the packaging. So I think I'm gonna try that out. I also know for sure I'm gonna be trying out some of these Barbie lip duos. I want the nude one, which I'm not sure which one is which. So I'm just gonna kind of throw this in that box so that I can see which one is more of the nude combo, but I think there's one in here that's kind of a mauve that would look really pretty with that palette. I'm thinking maybe I should try one of these lip stains. Again, probably something pretty nude since I'm wanting to wear one of those Barbie lip colors. So I'm gonna throw these two in there, Ice Pop and Sugar Snap. There are just so many products, I can't even. It's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm trying to see if anyone has a blush. I know there's some blush sticks in this, so maybe we ought to try one of these. I'm gonna throw maybe just these two. We'll see which one works best. Something about the packaging on this Cabana Club collection, like the PR box, is so beautiful. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna try anything else in the Barbie one. Let's see what's in Cherry Crush. I was looking for like a highlight or something. I don't think they have one either. There's a fun Powerpuff Girls collection. Some of this stuff I'm probably gonna save for a giveaway. Just the stuff that I know I'm probably not gonna go through. So this is actually a newer collection. This is their Nude or Never, and they have these blush quads. They actually just launched 4 more shades of them, so maybe I'll throw some of these in the box to try those out too. Okay, this little duo is so beautiful. On the Wings Super Shock Shadow Duo. Ooh, look how pretty those two are. I'm definitely gonna try this out as well. Okay, so I know this isn't like a ton compared to everything that I have been receiving. However, I don't want to overwhelm myself. I feel like it's important for me to just reach for the things that I personally am the most interested in and do my review based off of that for this video specifically. So let's go back into the beauty room and try all this out. Okay, so I told you guys that there were quite a few things, but here's what we got. We're gonna go ahead and go through this. I'm gonna clip my hair back first. So before we get too far into things, I'm gonna go ahead and fill my brows with my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Okay, so once my brows are on, I'm gonna go ahead and just conceal the eyelid before we go into eyeshadow. Let's see, let's use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Just gonna dot a bit of that onto the lids and blend that out with a sponge. And I'm just gonna set that with my RCMA No Color Powder, and then we will be ready for eyeshadow. Okay, so here's the eyeshadow palette that I chose out of all the palettes that were available to me. This is the Colourpop Lust for Dusk palette. There's just something about it that I really like. So we're gonna dip into this. Starting off with this shade right here. This is called Eventide. This is what I want in the crease as my transition shade. It has seriously been way too long since I've tried new Colourpop, so this is making me excited to be able to try a new Colourpop palette, honestly. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, ooh, I think I want to go into Take the Lead, which is this really cool kind of taupey mauve. And I'm wanting this to kind of create even more shape and depth in that crease. So I'm kind of placing it on the outer edge, but also going into the crease a little bit just to start creating that dimension. Wow, that's a really pretty shade. Ooh, I'm really liking that color. Pretty, okay. I think I want to try out this shade right here. This is called Night Lovers. It looks like it's going to be some sort of a duochrome, like a taupey purple duochrome, which sounds so pretty to me. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over the lid. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's definitely more of a soft and subtle shade compared to other Colourpop like shimmer shadows that I've tried in the past. It's a little bit more on the subtle side, but still very pretty. I feel like I want a little something more. This is where those Super Shock shadows will come in handy. So this is the On the Wing Super Shock Duo. And I think one of these, maybe this one would look really nice on top. Let's see what these look like. Okay, so here they are. We've got the shade Bubbly and Plume. I'm gonna go in with the shade Bubbly. It kind of has a silvery reflect in it. I actually think this will look really good, hopefully, on top of this eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna start pressing that right over top. It does have a little bit more of a pink undertone, but that's okay. I think it will still look really gorgeous on top of what we already have. Yeah, that definitely livened things up a bit. I really like that a lot. Pretty, okay. Let's see. Now I'm wanting to maybe deepen up the outer edge a little more. Let's go into this shade right here. Well, you know what? I might mix these two, Serve Chilled and Twilight. I'm just gonna hop back and forth between the two, tap off the excess, and kind of use this to shape out that outer V even more and create a little bit more depth right there. Yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna take a littler brush and dip into Mood Lighting in the corner. This is a really pretty kind of silvery gold. And I'm wanting to put that in the inner corner just to highlight. And now I'm getting carried away. I feel like every time I use this brush, this is the Morphe Makeup by Ariel A18. Every time I use this in like the inner corner, I always want to do a scoopity boopity, so I can't even help myself. We're just gonna highlight the inner crease, just using that same exact shade. Wow, I really like how that's looking. Let's go ahead and put on some mascara. I'm gonna use the Lawless One and Done mascara. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this because I love how it looks when I first apply it, but I swear it flakes a little bit at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm still trying to decide how I feel fully, but I want to wear it again just to remind myself how I feel about it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly move through base products. We're gonna take a little bit of the Say, what is this called? Like Dew Glow something? Highlight something? I should probably tell you, hardly what I called it. Okay, this is the Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. And boy, is it glowy. I'm kind of being lazy and taking my fingers to clean up the edges of my eyeshadow. It'll work just fine. I'm gonna use the Lancome Tunty Dole foundation in the shade 100 Ivory. I'm just gonna pop this all over. Okay, once that's blended out, we're just gonna stick with the same e.l.f. concealer for underneath the eyes. And I don't think I need concealer on the rest of the face today. We'll just keep it simple. I actually love that foundation on top of that Say Beauty primer. I've never done that combo before, but it looks really nice. I'm just gonna set that with the RCMA powder again. And I'm gonna set the entire face with this. And also the under eyes, obviously. Okay, so next I'm gonna try this out. This is a new cheek palette from Colourpop. This one is in the shade Just a Flush, and it looks like it's gonna not only match my eye look, but also be great for my skin tone. So there are 2 blushes, 1 bronzer, and 1 highlight in this. So let's dip into the bronzer first and just kind of see where this takes us. Okay, that's actually going on really nicely. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. We're gonna go back to the eyes and then we'll come back to the face because there are a couple of other products that I might wanna use for blush, we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna go back into this palette. Let's see here. I'm gonna dip into the shade Take the Lead again on that small brush. Just gonna tap off the excess and just start to run that across the lower lash line. I think that's so pretty. I'm taking that same brush and I'm just gonna spray it with some setting spray and then just line the lower lash line with this as well. I think this is so pretty. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Twilight and Serve Chilled just on that same brush, mixing the two again. And I'm gonna focus that on the very, very outer edge of the lower lash line, connecting it to the existing shadows above. Wow, I think that's so pretty. Okay, I'm going back into Eventide, which was that like kind of peachy shade we started out with on the top lid. I'm just running that across the lower lash line to kind of tie in that same tone on the bottom, but I'm loving that shade. I'm loving the whole eye look. I'm gonna pop on some mascara on those lower lashes. This is definitely a very dramatic mascara, but I kind of like it. I mean, I do really like it. I think it's a statement. It's a certain lash style that works for certain occasions and certain looks in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna open up these blush sticks. I'm thinking Rum Runner. I don't know, these might be too warm, you guys. I know if I take these out, there might not be as many things to try, but I really just wanna create a beautiful look. So I feel like I'm gonna stick to this face palette. There's great products in here, and great colors. So let's go ahead and take this on a blush brush. I'm gonna take the lighter shade called Just Cheeky. Well, actually, let's just mix the two. Why not? And I'm going to apply that to the cheeks. You know what? I'm so glad that I am trying these products out because they've been sitting there for so long. Most of them anyway. This is pretty new, but I was hoping there would be something good in the collections, and I mean, I'm really loving how this is looking. And it's also pretty rare for me to find a face palette that works with all the shades, so I'm super, super excited about that. I'm gonna go in with my sponge and dip into the Super Shock highlighter. I think it's a Super Shock, yeah, okay. Just making sure. And I'm gonna press this on the high points of the face. Okay, so this is a little bit glittery. Dang, I almost wish it wasn't, but it's not terrible. It's just, you know, I was kind of hoping for more of a lunch money sheen for this one, but it's all right. I'm just not gonna put it down the center of the face. I feel like that looks a little too intense, but it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off the lips. And then we're gonna try out the Barbie lip kit. I gotta find the one that's like mauve. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually tried these on before, just like when I first got them, and the nude shade is to die for. Is it this one? Golden Beach? I'm gonna check the other Dream House and see. Oh, wait. Was it Dream House or was it Golden Beach? I think I'm gonna try Golden Beach first. If for some reason it doesn't look good with this, or if I think it was the other one, we can go ahead and try the other one, but I feel like already it was the other one. But this looks cool with the eyeshadow. Why don't we try this on anyway? Even if I try the other one, I think it would be fun to see what this looks like. Okay, so that's a really beautiful kind of nude with a little bit of a peach undertone. I'm pretty sure it is actually this other one that I am thinking of. But that would work, actually. That would work really well with this look. I'm gonna try on the other shade though. The third color is like a super bright color. Okay, so this one is Dream House. Maybe it was that first one. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna put on that second color. Yeah, this was not the one I was thinking of. So it was that nude one. Okay, we're backtracking, folks. That's a really fun color too, but it's honestly something I probably wouldn't wear with this eye look. All right, back to Golden Beach. I really, really like this lip color a lot. All right, next up I picked out a glossy lip stain. Well, two colors. Let's see which one would fit better. I'm leaning toward this one, I feel like. There wasn't really a cool toned one. This is the shade Ice Pop. I really don't know how this is gonna look on top of this. It's definitely pretty bright. So I'm just gonna kind of tap that into the center of the lips. I liked the lip color a little bit better before, but that's all right. I still think it looks pretty. I'll leave it. I'm dabbing on a little bit more of that Golden Beach shade because I really liked it. I feel like I should have probably tried the stain out on my bare lips, but I really, really wanted to test out that Barbie lip kit or whatever. I like this though. I really do think the lip color ties in with the blush, so I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just touching up bronzer a little bit. I actually really do think this bronzer shade works well for me too. The only thing that I'm not loving in this palette is the highlight, just because it's a little sparkly. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I like the other three products. Adding a bit more blush. Okay. I'm gonna set the face with a little bit of the Desi Do Me Over face mist. Let that dry down a little bit. And then I'm just gonna press that down with my sponge. I'm gonna touch up the center of the face with a little bit of the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. And then set the brows with my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Okay, so that completes the look. What do you guys think? I definitely think it was a success. I'm really, really happy with the products that I chose to try out today. They lived up to what I was hoping they would look like, and really, really loved the Lust for Dusk palette, at least the shades that I tried so far. I will say what made it extra special was that Super Shock shadow. So for me personally, I really like something extra sparkly on top of these tones, but I love all those cool kind of taupey tones in here. Obviously there's some warm tones in here as well, which I think is really nice to have a mix of both. That's a really gorgeous palette. It's been a while since I've seen a palette from Colourpop where it's like, you know, super inspiring. Again, really love this Super Shock shadow. I think it looks so pretty all over. Pleasantly surprised at this face quad or cheek palette, I mean. Really liked all three of these shades. The highlight isn't exactly my favorite just because it's pretty glittery. But it's not a deal breaker, especially since these three shades are really gorgeous all over the skin and they weren't too deep for my fair complexion. So really like these. There are tons of shades now in these face quads, so be sure to check them out if you are interested in something like that. They just launched a bunch of new shades. This is one of the new shades, but they have quite a few already existing. This Barbie lipstick is so nice. I'm really excited about it. I like how there's like a bullet lipstick with a lip liner. I love bullet lipsticks and lip liners, so loved that combo. I think it looks really nice. The lip stain, I'm gonna have to try another time. I feel like I didn't really get a solid opinion on it based off of today's video. I'll have to give this a try on more of like an easy everyday makeup look just to see how well it wears on my lips. There's a ton of shades in this formula as well, so I am interested in trying it. I feel like that wasn't too overwhelming, which was my goal. I didn't want to try out so many things from all of those collections and get overwhelmed. So out of the things I tried, I really feel like it was a success today. My top two things are definitely the palette and then the face quad and then the Barbie lip duo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if there's any product from Colourpop that has recently launched that you are head over heels for and you think that I need to try. I would love to know. It would actually be pretty helpful if you had any suggestions for me to try because, you know, it just gets a little overwhelming for me to look through all these collections and things. But yeah, feel free to leave a comment if there's something from Colourpop you are loving right now. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.